Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's write some more Leetcode today. Today we are solving check if number is the sum of powers of 3. So the problem states that we are given an integer n and we want to return true if it is possible to represent n as the sum of the distinct powers of 3. Otherwise, we will return false. And one thing we should know is that each distinct power of 3 can only be used once. So if we look at this example for 12, we can add 3 to the power of 1 and 3 to the power of 2, which is 9. 9 plus 3 is equal to 12, so we will return true. And for 91, we can do the power of 0, which is 1, power of 2, which is 9, and a power of 4, which is 81, and that will add to 91. And for 21, there's no way we can add to it, so we return false. And now that we have seen some examples, let's get to how we can solve this problem. Now, before we get to how we can solve this problem, let me show you this chart. So if we look at this chart, every power of 3 divided by 3 will have a remainder of 0, with the exception of 3 to the 0 power. If we divide by 3, it will have a 1 as a remainder. So based on this chart, we can know that if any number divided by 3 has a remainder of 2, we can automatically return false. So what we will do is we will check if the number divided by 3 has a remainder of 2. If it does, then we return false. If it does not, then we will floor division by 3 and check again and continue that iteration until the number becomes 0. And once it becomes 0, we can return true. And if we find a number that has a remainder of 2 when we divide by 3 before it becomes 0, then we return false. So if we look at this example, 91 divided by 3 is 30 with a remainder of 1, so we continue. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 10 divided by 3 is 3 with a remainder of 1, so we continue. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 1 divided by 3 is 0 with a remainder of 1. So for 91, we know that it can be added up with the powers of 3, so we can return true. Now if we look at an example where it's false, we have 21. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 7 divided by 3 is 2 with a remainder of 1. But 2 divided by 3 is 0 with a remainder of 2. And since we have a remainder of 2, we return false. So the time complexity would be O of log 3 to the n, because based on n, we'll continue to divide by 3, so that would take log n time. And the space complexity would be O of 1, because we are not using any extra space. So now let's get to the coding part. So first, we would set the while loop while n is greater than 0, and if the number divided by 3 has a remainder of 2, then we return false. If not, then we will floor division by 3. And once n becomes 0, we can return true. Let's see if it works. Okay, perfect. Hope this was helpful. Thank you all for watching. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave it down in the comment section, and I hope to see you all again soon.